God teaches his people to clearly distinguish between what is clean and what is unclean in their daily lives, showing that obedience in ordinary choices matters to him. God's rules are meant to set his people apart so that they reflect his character, because be holy. Because I am holy. A woman gave birth. God provided a clear and compassionate way for her to be restored to worship through a time of waiting and a simple offering brought to the priest, so that, as the passage says, the priest will make atonement for her, and she will be clean. God cares about restoration, welcomes families back into his presence, and shows grace to everyone, including those who cannot afford much, reminding us that God always makes a way for his people to return unto him and be made clean. God's detailed instructions for how priests were to examine skin conditions and decide whether a person was ceremonially clean or unclean, including periods of isolation, re-examination, and steps for declaring someone healed and restored. The chapter also includes rules for defiling mold in clothing and leather, showing that impurity could spread and had to be addressed carefully for the protection of the whole community. For Christians, this chapter teaches that God cares about holiness in every area of life and that sin, like disease, can spread if ignored, so it must be honestly examined and dealt with. At the same time, the careful process of testing and declaring someone clean points to God's mercy and his desire to restore, not just to separate. It also points forward to Jesus, who touched the unclean and made them clean, showing that through Christ we are not only forgiven but also brought back into fellowship with God and his people, called to live with purity, compassion, and a
We give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because he's given